BMW owners spend hundreds at the dealership fixing problems that can be solved with a 20-second reset from the driver's seat. One of these resets can stop a brand new car battery from dying early, and most owners have no idea it's even happening. Another fixes a window that suddenly refuses to close. And one can smooth out a rough idle that many shops will charge you $200 just to diagnose. 7 resets, all free. Let's go through every one of them. And the last one fixes one of the most common BMW idle problems. Welcome back. If you're new here, this channel is about owning a BMW without getting financially wrecked. Hit subscribe and let's get into it. Before we start, drop your BMW model in the comments. E46, F30, X5, whatever you're driving. These resets work on most of them, and I want to see what you're all running. Reset 1. Window recalibration. 20 seconds. Fixes a classic BMW annoyance. Starting with the easiest one, because it's the one that will get the most comments. BMW windows have a one-touch auto up and auto down feature. But after a battery disconnect, a software glitch, or even just over time, the window loses its calibration. It stops halfway, reverses on its own, or the auto stops working entirely. The fix. Roll the window all the way down using the switch. Then hold the switch in the up position. Keep holding it up for 10 seconds after the window reaches the top. Release. Done. That's it. The window motor has now relearned its travel limits. Auto up, auto down, one touch. All restored. Do this on all 4 windows if needed. Takes under 2 minutes for the whole car. No tools, no codes, no dealership. Reset 2. Sunroof calibration. Stops the rattle, fixes partial opening. Now this next one fixes one of the most quietly annoying BMW problems. A sunroof that opens halfway and just stops. Or worse, one that rattles the whole drive and you can never figure out where the noise is coming from. The fix. Close the sunroof fully, then hold the close button for an additional 10 seconds. The sunroof will move slightly. It's normalizing its end position. Release. Now press and hold the tilt button until the sunroof tilts fully open. Then continue holding for 10 more seconds. Release, then close it again. The sunroof module has now relearned both ends of its travel range. If the rattle was caused by misalignment from a calibration loss, this will fix it. If it's a physical rattle from a worn component, that's a different problem. But this takes 30 seconds and costs nothing. So it's always worth trying first. Reset 3. TPMS reset. Kill that tire pressure light for good. Next one. Raise your hand if you filled all 4 tires to the correct pressure and that little yellow tire light is still sitting there staring at you. This is one of the most common BMW complaints, and 9 times out of 10, it's not a sensor failure, it's a calibration issue. The fix. Make sure all 4 tires are inflated to the correct pressure. You'll find the spec on the sticker inside the driver's door jamb, not on the tire sidewall. Then, depending on your model, on most F-Series and G-Series BMWs, go into iDrive, Vehicle Settings, Vehicle, Tire Pressure Monitor, Perform Reset. Confirm and drive above 20 miles per hour for a few minutes. On older E-Series cars, there's typically a small rubber button under the dash near the steering column. Hold it for 3 seconds with the ignition on until the light flashes. Then drive. The system recalibrates to the current pressures and the light clears. Reset 4. CBS service light reset. No scanner needed. Now the next reset is the one almost every BMW owner runs into, and most people have no idea where you can clear it without a scan tool. You've done your own oil change or replaced your brakes, but that yellow service light is still on because the CBS system doesn't know you did the work. CBS stands for condition-based servicing. Unlike older cars that just ran off mileage, CBS monitors actual component data. Oil condition, brake pad thickness, brake fluid age, and flags individual items when they're due. The fix for E-Series and F-Series BMWs roughly 2004 to 2018. Ignition to position 1. Electronics on, engine off. On keyless cars, press start once without your foot on the brake. Hold the trip odometer reset button on the left side of the cluster for 5 to 10 seconds until you see the service menu appear. Press the button again to enter. Use the scroll button on your turn signal stalk to cycle through CBS items. When you land on the service you've completed, hold the odometer button until reset appears. Hold again to confirm. On G-Series BMWs from 2018 onward, this lives in iDrive. Vehicle settings, service, select your item, reset. One rule: only reset after doing the actual work. If you reset the oil service without changing the oil, the system will calculate your next interval from the wrong baseline. You'll get a dangerously late reminder next time. Reset 5. Battery registration. The one that saves your new battery. Full transparency, the next one isn't exactly free, but skipping it can cost you an entire battery. And since most people have never heard of it, I'm keeping it on this list. Here's the problem: you install a brand new battery, but your BMW's DME, the engine control unit, doesn't know it's new. It's still running a charging profile built for your old worn-out battery. On a fresh battery, that means overcharging. Overcharging damages the battery plates. That brand new $180 battery you just installed could die in a year, and you'd never know why. The fix is called battery registration. It tells the DME, new battery installed, reset the charging profile. The honest answer on doing this free: proper registration requires a scan tool that can write to the DME, ISTA, or a quality aftermarket scanner with BMW battery registration support. A cheap ELM 327 Bluetooth adapter won't cut it here. If you don't have a scanner, install the new battery, then let the car sit for at least 3 hours before driving. This allows the system to take an open circuit voltage measurement and establish a baseline. Then drive through several complete cycles. Full start, highway, full stop. The DME will begin adapting over time. Critical rule: if your car has start-stop, or if you're switching battery chemistry, like going from a standard lead acid to an AGM, registration is not optional. AGM and flooded batteries charge differently. Getting this wrong shortens the battery's life significantly. If you just swapped a like-for-like battery on an older car without start-stop, the drive cycle method is usually enough. But when in doubt, register it properly. Reset 6. Transmission adaptation reset. Fixes sluggish or jerky shifts. This next one is for anyone who's noticed their BMW's automatic shifting feels off. Not broken, just wrong. Hesitant off the line, a harsh clunk between gears, or that annoying hunting feeling where it can't decide which gear it wants. ZF automatic gearboxes used in most BMWs learn your driving style over time and build an adaptation map. That map can get corrupted, especially after a fluid change, a software update, or just years of mixed driving patterns. Resetting it clears the state and forces a clean relearn. The procedure. This one does require a scan tool with ZF or BMW transmission access. You're looking for transmission adaptation reset in the gearbox module. It's available in ISTA and in several quality aftermarket scanners. Once reset, the transmission will feel different for the first 100 to 200 miles. That's normal. Drive normally, including a mix of gentle and moderate acceleration. Avoid aggressive driving during the relearn period. After that, shifts should feel crisper and better matched to how you actually drive. Reset 7. DME adaptation reset. Fixes rough idle and throttle hesitation. Last one. Your BMW's DME is constantly learning. Fuel trims, idle speed, throttle response. Over time, especially after engine work, those learned values can drift. The result? Rough cold starts, a hunting idle, or hesitation when you tip into the throttle. The free reset. Disconnect the negative battery terminal for 15 to 20 minutes. This clears short-term adaptive memory and forces a partial relearn from scratch. I say partial. On newer F and G series BMWs, a battery disconnect won't wipe all DME adaptations the way it would an older E series. But it's enough to clear the drift causing most idle and throttle issues. After reconnecting, start the engine and let it idle for 10 minutes without touching the gas. Then drive gently. Some stop and go, a bit of highway. The DME will relearn over the next few drive cycles. 2 caveats. First, on cars with the intelligent battery sensor, pulling the battery cable disrupts the charging management system. On those cars, prefer a scan tool reset of DME adaptations directly, rather than the battery cable method. Second, disconnecting the battery clears your window calibration, sunroof calibration, and radio presets. Which means after you do this reset, you'll want to go back and run resets 1 and 2 from earlier in this video. 7 resets, most of them completely free. Let's run them back. 1. Window calibration. 2. Sunroof calibration. 3. TPMS reset. 4. CBS service light. 5. Battery registration. 6. Transmission adaptation. 7. DME adaptation reset. Start with whichever one matches your problem. Most take under a minute. None of them replace real diagnostics if something is genuinely broken. But before you spend $1 at a shop, run through this list first. Now, before you leave, tell me in the comments which reset fixed your BMW. I read every single one, and those comments help other owners figure out what to try first. And if you want more videos like this, simple tricks that save BMW owners real money, hit subscribe. There's a lot more where this came from. If I've got something wrong, put it in the comments with a source. I'd rather be correct and accurate than confident and wrong. See you in the next one.